So in the more on iterations chapter, there's a problem called EX719, which is the code at the bottom of the problem, and it is to double the image size. And it seems like a lot of people are having issues with this, so I'm going to talk about it. And so the first thing is that you have the original image in a variable called img. And first thing you want to do is you want to make a second image. Maybe you can call it image underscore double. And you want to make it twice the size of img. So if you look through the chapter, you can see that there's a function called empty image. And you're going to use that. And inside of empty image, you need to give it as arguments the width and height of the image. So you're going to say img.getWidth. And then you're going to do img.getHeight. And we're going to multiply both of those values by 2. So now we have an empty image that it has 2 times the width and 2 times the height. Okay, so now we need to get this image doubled up on this image. And so graphically speaking, it looks kind of like this. Like if we had a very simple image, like let's say img is here, and here are the columns and here are the rows, and it's a very simple image with only 4 pixels. What we would need to do is we would need to convert it into something that looks like that, right? Where we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, and here are the rows and here are the columns. And so this first pixel, let's say it's a brown pixel, would need to be transposed here, 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 and here, so that all 4 of these are the same pixel as this pixel here. And then this one here would need to be transposed here, 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 and here. And then this one here would need to be transposed here, 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 and here, and so on, right? And so you might be thinking like, okay, well, I understand what I need to do. Now, how do I actually do it? And so what we need to start out with is a nested for loop so that we can iterate through each pixel in the original picture. So we're going to say for row up to the width, up to the height, and then we're going to nested for loop that, so for column up into the width, right? Right, height and width of the original picture. And so now what we want to say here is we want to say image row column. Yeah, maybe we could say equals p, right? So we'll save that. I forgot what the method is or the function is to get the pixel, but we'll do image.getPixel row column, and we'll save it in p. And now what we need to do is we need to put p here, 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 and here. But not only in these spots, but we need to put the next one here, and then the next one over on the column side over here. And so how do we do that? Well, we could say image double dot set pixel of row column, row times 2 column times 2, yeah, is equal to p. Okay, and so if we do row times 2 column times 2, then right here row and column would be 0, 0. So row times 2 is 0 because it's 0 times 2, and then column times 2 is 0 times 2. So that would make this set pixel be this spot right here, right, on the first iteration of this inner for loop. And then the second iteration of this inner for loop, it will do column would be 1, right, and so it would do row times 2, which is 0, so row 0, and then 1 times 2, which is 2, so it would do row 0 column 2 right here, which is perfect, right? And that also works as you increment the row too. When row is 1, then this expression would become 2. So we would get down to here, and column would be 0 because it would be 0 times 2. So this is kind of working now, right? Where we are getting each of these pixels into the right spot. But now the problem is how do we get it here, here, and here for each pixel that's placed into the new image, right? And so that one's pretty simple. We would do image underscore d dot set pixel of this original expression, row times 2 plus 1, right? Oh, I'm sorry, row times 2. No, the row times 2 would be this one here. And then we would do column times 2, which would be here again, and then plus 1, which would get us to here. So we'll say plus 1. So that takes care of this pixel here. And if we were originally talking about this one here, that would set this one to be the same as this one. And so we're going to do that for the other 3. So dot set pixel to row times 2 plus 1, column times 2. Right. And then we're going to do the last pixel, image underscore d dot set pixel of row times 2 plus 1, column times 2 plus 1. So what we're doing is we're taking that original pixel and we're setting it equal to the 4 different spots in the second picture. Okay? And that's about it. Yeah, and so once you do that, then you can return the image underscore double, and then you could print it to the window. That should work out your program.